being vulnerable. What does that really mean? Most of us think we are. We feel it, sometimes in relationships, in friendships, anything that kind of involves our heart and other people. But truth be told, that's not vulnerable. That actually sometimes is risk-taking. Sometimes it's putting a hat on and being what we think somebody else wants so we can be involved. That's not being vulnerable. I learned that this past week as I did the crowdfunding and realized that the financial success wasn't there because truthfully, I wasn't being vulnerable. I was vulnerable in the fact that it was the first time that I ever did anything like that. In the past, in other businesses that I've had, I've been able to kind of write a check and open up when I wanted to. The past 5 years have left me with some serious challenges. Physically, I've been in and out of the hospital more times that they actually have my own easy pass lane. Cervical spine surgeries with cadaver bones in my neck left me with 2 new friends, Bob and Eloise as I like to call them. Challenges of being a single mother, meaning that I couldn't take days off when I was teaching yoga, so I went back to teaching sometimes days after surgery. Bank account definitely got depleted as my son met his own challenges over the past 5 years. But through all this, my opportunity has been to really relate to everyone I'm around on so many different levels, because I've experienced it. Here is where I'm vulnerable. Taking the first step to do a crowd fundraising was vulnerable. Ending relationships that were perceived steady and reliable, stable, but I knew weren't. That was vulnerable. Doing it at a time when most people would have just hunkered down, I knew that if I was going to make any great change in my life, I'd have to be vulnerable. The community aspect of my work, my yoga, B-style, is always going to be there. Nothing's ever going to stop me from doing that. But the truth is, I really want a studio, a playground, multi-room, multi-purpose, that has everything from a chill-out room that people can use free to come in and have a cup of tea or just hang, to meditation rooms, aerial yoga, which I plan on getting certified in, only because I really want the hammocks and silks to do guided floated meditations in to help you feel weightless, and maybe do a couple of flips. I want a non-hot yoga room and a hot, or actually warm yoga room for 2 different types of practices. I want an apothecary of stones and crystals. I want a playground where Dharma wheels and handstand canes aren't necessarily used for what they were created for, but become apparatuses that help you engage your practice in a new way. Anyone who knows me, they nickname me the Terminator, but the truth is you can come to a class and you can be the most seasoned, experienced yogi, and I will challenge you, and you might rethink your handstand. Or you could be a new student, and you'll feel warm and welcomed. And before you leave, I might get you to engage, maybe not in full expression, but at least try something you would have never dared to try before, especially in front of people, like a crow. So you leave feeling connected, seasoned, as if you woke up doing yoga all along. I've been doing this practice since I'm 13. I say it so much, it's probably getting old to a lot of people. But there's a lot of experience and knowledge and training under this belt. At 52, I walk my walk now and talk my talk, and I am vulnerable. Here's to daring greatly. Brene Brown, thank you for titling that book after that wonderful speech Theodore Roosevelt gave. Because it is hard to be vulnerable, to fall and get up and brush yourself off, to go back into the arena and try again. Be your authentic self and watch the magic start to happen. Namaste.